you're asking me that question about, what to do, what not to do when it comes to trying to do wholesale deals or foreclosure deals right now in any of the affected burn areas
Yeah,
in
just
LA
leads
County.
period. Yeah, leads period
Yeah,
in the affected areas.
I've been hoping to, post a definitive list of zip codes, but I went to another briefing just a couple days, like Friday
Uh-huh.
before the weekend, and I'm with the assistant general counsel for California Association of Realtors, and he's such a cool dude. But the I noticed in the slides the zip codes are changing, right? Because the fires are still burning.
Yeah,
But
adding.
what's not changing is the disaster rules that the governor passed. What's not changing are the penalties for screwing up. So I wanted to have this conversation with you because it's a conversation I think we need to share with the larger community,
Hmm.
because your standard operating procedures right now can get you into big trouble.
Yeah.
Right? If you're using LOI Blaster and blasting out lowball offers, or if you're using some other software to do it, or if you're cold calling, you can get indicted.
I know, and
Right?
that's what got when I think Dustin had brought it up. He goes, just send me a list of all the zip codes, since he lives in Idaho. He's like, send me a zip of all a list of the zip codes, so we exclude those from the fire, so nobody gets in trouble. Oh yeah, gosh, that would suck, you know. So I reached out to you just to confirm because I was doing a little bit of research, but I figured you'd probably have a little bit more in depth on what other additional zip codes I'm not seeing or whatever. Because I pull tired landlords. We just started the foreclosure lists in December. I just skipped a whole new one that I just got back today, and then I'm going to be adding absentee owners this Friday or whatnot. And SoCal is a market that I want to be in this time, and I don't want to get in trouble at all. So I'm trying to exclude all these area codes for the time being that we need to be excluded.
The only way to be completely safe right now is to just exclude LA County or the core of, the, I mean, to be completely safe, exclude LA County. The problem is, I thought I had a good list of zip codes. I was going to share those. But then in that briefing on Friday, I could see that they had added a whole bunch of them. And I was expecting on Monday to get a copy of that presentation, which would have the most recent set of zip codes, but that doesn't mean other zip codes won't suddenly get included. So it's almost like, and the thing is that most of the software I've used, like including zip codes, but using zip codes as exclusions, not so easy. That's the problem with the software we're all using, because yeah, it gives you, enter zip codes and it'll pull all the data for those zip codes. But I've not recall like in PropStream or any of them, Deal Sauce, any of them, that you can just exclude by zip code. So
No, so
now
mine
you
mine
know.
I mine came back I after I had already sent it over due beast, right? So I paid for it. I mean, come back, paid for it, and they're already paid for. But I said, hey, with this paid list, since all you're gonna do is exclude the zip code, you can go to the area where it says like name, address, zip code, and we could probably hit that so it lines it up, and we can just take out the zip codes that we don't want to throw into our CRM or our dialer. But I already
Well,
paid for
it's an easy thing to do actually in Excel.
it in
A
Excel. Yeah, in
little
Excel, that's what we're
more
gonna do.
difficult, very easy using Power Query and Excel to do that. Um, a little more complicated in Google Sheets, but Excel actually operates with the Power Query tool in it. It operates more like a database tool, so you can build queries that exclude or include data, but it's not easy to do from the sources that we're getting our data from. So, I also subscribe to the Attorney General. and Rob Bonta, and he has been really active with releasing new bulletins over the last few weeks with these fires. And every time he's indicted two realtors so far for price gouging. So there's two things going on. Price gouging, you can't start renting. If someone drops a dime on you, do people still know that expression? I don't know that,
Yeah.
like that's the phone
Drop a
booth
dime on you.
reference. So like drop a dime means make a call, but
Yeah.
someone rats you out. I think that works, right? Rats you out, that still works.
Rat's the word. Yeah.
So if someone rats you out, you get indicted. You're looking at a fine of up to $10,000 and potential jail term of 12 months. That's
Yeah.
serious misdemeanor stuff,
I know. Especially if you're not even paying attention. You're just, let me pull this county, add it here, and you're not even the one calling. Like your team's calling, your VAs are calling, and you're the one who runs the business. It's under your name. You're the one who's getting in trouble.
The safest thing to do would be to go by town. So Malibu, Santa Monica, parts of Los Angeles, big parts of Los Angeles, probably exclude just Altadena, maybe part of northern Pasadena. I don't know. I'd have to look at that fire map to see how far it burned, where it's contained. And there's parts of Ventura County now. So you can either look at the fire maps online and determine which towns you need to exclude. That would probably be the easiest. Or I was just looking to see if I could find a public list of zip codes online, and I couldn't. I probably on a simple Google search, but Gemini wasn't finding it. I didn't ask chat, but I could go ask ChatGPT. But I think it's really important that people be aware that just blasting stuff out there without making sure you're excluding the affected areas, you're potentially setting yourself up for a visit from a district attorney or the someone from the AG's office. They're not
They're
playing.
waiting. Yeah, they're waiting.
And they're looking to make examples. Right now, they're just looking to make examples. So all it takes is for you to send one offer out there, one lowball offer, and one person says, I'm calling the district attorney or I'm calling the AG's office and sending an email to Rob Bonta's office, you could be looking at, forget about the 12 months. The threat of being, the threat of being locked up, but how much money is it going to cost you to, criminal defense stuff is not cheap, right? I don't have any personal experience, but what I hear. So defending a prosecution is going to cost you plenty. There's plenty enough penalty, and who needs that on their record? And talk about distractions.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you asked me this question, and we got to talk about it. To maybe it will help some people. But hey, everybody who's listening to this, be cautious.